Okay, welcome to a video edition of Frat Boy at the Movies. Today I'm going to review Pacific Rim. Just saw it. Pretty good. Definitely worth seeing. It stars... I'm sorry I don't have a lot of visuals for this, or any. I haven't figured out the editing system. Anyhow, it stars Charlie Hunnam, who's from Sons of Anarchy. He plays Jax on Sons of Anarchy, and he's the main character. And he's one of these guys in a giant robot suit. And the deal is you have to have two guys in the suit because mentally it's too much of a job for one person. The commander in the movie is Idris Elba. I can't pronounce his name. He's in a BBC show called Luther. You might remember him from The Wire. He's a really good actor. He plays like the commander guy. And also Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is in it as one of the scientists. Basically the plot of the movie is these giant alien monsters are coming to Earth, and the giant robots have to fight them. So it's very much a live action anime movie. It's a lot of fun. I don't want to spoil too much. Ron Perlman's in it too. Another Sons of Anarchy guy. He plays like a gangster guy, which is kind of cool. And the interesting thing with Charlie Day being in the movie is he plays basically sort of the same sort of character as Charlie from It's Always Sunny, except he's not stupid, and he's got these tattoos. And other than that, he's pretty much like Charlie. I mean, which is kind of funny and almost kind of distracting in a way. But the movie's sort of a, it's mostly a lot of combat and a lot of monster punching, so it doesn't get tied up in a lot of, character development. They don't really go into a lot of stuff about, there's no real love story, which I think was good because, when they put a love story in and they just sort of hammer it in, it just would have taken away from this movie. I mean, if you're a fan of this stuff, I mean, if you don't like, giant monsters and giant robots punching the hell out of each other, you're going to hate the movie. But, I mean, I thought it was fun for what it was. I like, the effects were cool, and they had a lot of guys running around. Some of the movie is a little off. The cutting back and forth. There's really two stories. You follow the scientist and you follow the pilots who run the robots. And so there's a little bit of a Top Gun feel between the pilots and the robots. And it's kind of a whole mad scientist thing going on with the scientist. And they set up the movie to be sort of... that the guys who run the robots are sort of like a renegades. Initially they're kind of part of the defense of the Earth, and then they go with this other thing. And I don't want to give too much away, but the setup is, pretty classic anime kind of stuff. So anyone who's read, a manga, comic book, or a Japanese comic book, or seen a Japanese cartoon, I mean, this stuff is old hat. But it's definitely made for an American audience. And, I would go in it with high expectations of a mind-blowing movie. It's just fun, and, I think if you go in there expecting to have your mind blown by some crazy, clever plot, I think you'll be a little disappointed. But that being said, it is a fun movie, and it does, what it's supposed to. And I think I could totally see a sequel of this movie, and I'd probably see it. I would see it. So, I would give this movie on the Frat Boy at the Movie scale. I'm going to give it 7.5 kegs. So I would say definitely see it. It's definitely something to see in the movie theaters. Definitely an IMAX thing if you're into that. I hear it's awesome in IMAX. I didn't see it in IMAX. That's sort of distracting to me. But if you're an IMAX fan, this is definitely one to see. So I would definitely see this movie. It's definitely one to see in the theaters. I think you need a big screen to really enjoy it. But if you miss it, definitely check it out on a rental on Netflix or whatever. As always, Frat Boy at the Movies, Super Frat, and the Webcomic Factory are sponsored by many sponsors. This month we have a bunch. Most importantly, today is the last day for one of our sponsors. That's the Chud Comic Con. It's being held today, July 14th, Sunday from 10 to 4 at the Cherry Hill Holiday Inn. So go down and see that. I think it's a Cherry Hill Holiday Inn. I hope I have that right. Let me check my website really quick. Oh, man, I'm almost sure it's that. So, oh crap, I don't have my link. Oh wait, here we go. This is what I need. Oh wait, here we go. I can find it this way. Is it the Holiday Inn? Yes, Holiday Inn on Route 70. So go to that. CHUD stands for Comics Here Under $1. So you can get really sweet deals on old comics. All the comics are $1 or less. It's really cheap to get in. I forget how much. I think it's like $2 to get in or something. Totally worth it. If you're a comic fan looking to complete a run, you must go to CHUD. Our other sponsors include School of Comics, which just opened a branch in Chicago. Now, if you're looking to get in the comic book business, the webcomic business, or to increase your drawing capability, I would definitely check these guys out, especially if you're in the Chicago area. They definitely have a European flavor. They come out of Europe, out of Italy, and you know, those guys, I speak from experience. Nicholas Ramos, who drew Dealers, he's from Italy, and I'll tell you, some of the talent coming out of Italy is unbelievable. So I think the instructors at the school are going to be top notch. So you should definitely check that out. That's the School of Comics. It's the big square logo, and they're having a bunch of workshops this month. So you should check that out. Gameplay Wear is another one. Oh, I've got the shirt here. I should have put it on. Sorry. Gameplay Wear makes cool shirts and all sorts of video game and nerdy shirts. So definitely check out their site. And our continuing sponsors are, of course, randomcomics.net. Those guys have been awesome, been supporting us since 2012 for all your print comic needs, and mydigitalcomics.com. Those guys have also been on board for a while. They've got tons of digital comics you can download for free, so check out their site. Thanks for tuning in. That's Frat Boy at the Movies this week, and tune in a few days. We're going to have a new walk show. Thanks.